Did you think I forgot? Did you really think I forgot? I was determined to finish this, and I will finish it. And you guys are going to come along with me on the journey. We started it, we finished it. Same thing with 14 Days with You. This is day 2. All right, y'all. This is day 2 of Apple Bag. So I'm going to go ahead, jump in. Again, if you didn't see Apple Bag day 0 and 1, please go check out those videos on my channel. But we're hopping right on in, okay? Because I want to know what's up with this. All right, I want to know. Here we go. The hum of the refrigerators droned in the background, an ever-present noise that felt like it seeped into my bones after hours of work. I had been sorting through the endless shelves of near-expired sandwiches, trying to distract myself from the monotony of the evening. Another plastic wrapped chicken and cheese sandwich hit the growing pile in my basket. This one's good, but this one expired. Into the promotion bin you go. Lately, everything has felt heavy. Not in a dramatic way, but in a slow and boring way. Every day was just the same. Stock shelves, toss out old inventory, count down the hours, sweep the floor, and go home. Even the mysterious stranger who lived next to the shop had become part of my routine. Every evening, they slipped past the store without so much as a glance inside. At first, I found it intriguing. Then it was just another predictable part of my day. The only intrigue was that, without a name, I could only call them the stranger. Getting so defensive about a name? What an odd person. Yet, I wondered if their health had improved. They'd always looked so tired, moving almost like they're carrying something heavier than a grocery bag. Tired and bored to no end, I took a look at the clock. Still 4 hours left until the end of my shift. I decided to finish my task and toss the last sandwich into the promotions bin when the doorbell chimed softly. I peeked around the corner of the shelves expecting a familiar face, maybe Elise back to gossip tonight. Hey there, let me know if... Who that? Standing just inside the doorway was someone who couldn't have looked more out of place in this dull little town. The woman's long wavy hair shimmered with an almost ethereal quality under the fluorescent light. For a moment, I just stared, not quite sure if I was dreaming. She noticed me zoning out almost immediately, her lips curving into a smile.
Good evening.
Hey.
You work here, right?
I do. I blinked, snapping out of whatever spell I'd been under. Oh, yeah, sorry. Her gaze fell on the stack of sandwiches beside me. Ooh, girl, you don't want that. They expired.
A rough shift.
Yeah, you could say that. Nothing too dreadful, though.
What a brave soul.
Nothing really brave about doing inventory. Tell me, can I do something for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for bread. Something crunchy.
Okay. A baguette?
No, not quite that crisp. You know, something smaller, rounder?
Like a biscuit?
The fancy-looking one.
I don't know. Artisan bread?
Yeah, those taste really good, and they're perfect for sandwiches.
Okay. Aren't they a bit small for sandwiches, though? Not if you make multiple mini sandwiches. Well, that's certainly a choice, I guess. Sadly, I have to let you know that we don't sell that kind of bread. You'll have to wait for the bakery to open. Which bakery? We only have one in town, and it opens at 7 a.m.
Gosh, that's early.
You're definitely not from here if you think that's early. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen you before. Might be because I've never been here. Oh, then may I ask, what brings you here? Visiting?
I'm from London, and this is my roommate's old town.
Okay. He wanted to show me the place, and in return, I thought I might try cooking for him. Turns out I suck at cooking, and I don't have anything to make a sandwich, so I'm kind of bummed. I can suggest some alternatives if you're looking for something easy to make. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad are you at cooking?
Oh, no, I'm bad to the level where I'm not allowed to boil water.
Oh, a 0. Got it. Then it's gonna be complicated. No worries, it's sweet that you've tried. Her eyes stayed on me for a minute before she cleared her throat and took a step back. I just realized I didn't introduce myself.
I'm Sierra.
Hey, Sierra. I'm Jadybug. Jadybug, huh? It's nice to meet you. Her attention drifted back to the food bin behind me, scanning for anything useful. Do you think there's anything good I can take from here? They're alright, but if you're planning on impressing your roommate, I'd skip those and wait for fresh food. I guess I'll have to wait to prove Clem wrong about my culinary skills. Clem? The name rang a bell. I tilted my head slightly and sifted through old memories like I was looking through old dust-covered photo albums. It really sounded familiar. Can I ask what he looks like? Sierra smirked, an amused glint dancing in her eyes.
There's no need. You'll see soon enough.
Huh. Before I could press on further, the doorbell chimed. Its familiar sound cut through. My gaze turned instinctively to the entrance, and there stood the source of our conversation. Clem. Okay, so we have Sierra and Clem. He looked older, more sharp. Through his posture carried the same lack of confidence I remembered from high school. Oh, we went to high school together. Okay. Clement had been that kid, the one who always stood out because of his look. People didn't know what to make of him, and he never really gotten to fit in because of that. It was strange seeing someone who I hadn't thought about in a while. He looked around the store quickly, his expression softening the instant he spotted Sierra. A look of relief seemed to wash over his face.
Oh, there you are!
I didn't expect that voice. His eyes flickered over Sierra, checking her over as if he was making sure she was in one piece.
I'm fine, Clem. Stop looking at me like I've been missing for days.
You didn't answer your phone. What was I supposed to think? I know you asked Eve, but it's a bad idea to wander alone in a town you don't know when it's this late.
He's not wrong, though. He is looking out for his
I
girl.
was busy.
Busy? Busy doing what exactly?
Trying to buy bread.
I love a good voice acting break. Clem blinked, suddenly confused. Bread? Sierra pointed a thumb in my direction. Yeah, Jadybug here just informed me that I can't buy sandwich bread here. I was gonna try cooking tonight, but apparently I'm hopeless. Clem groaned, running a hand down his face in exasperation. You're not hopeless, Sierra. You're catastrophic. There's a difference.
Oh, come on. I'm not that bad.
Clem turned to me, his eyebrow raised in mock disbelief. Look at this liar. Did she tell you about the time she nearly burned down the flat trying to microwave a muffin? I stifled a laugh, unsure if he was serious or exaggerating. A muffin?
It was one of those in aluminium foil. How was I supposed to know they'd catch fire?
Oh, she is like... Okay. Yeah.
Sierra, everyone knows that aluminium foil doesn't go into microwaves.
Well, I didn't know that.
Girl.
That's why the microwave exploded.
Got it. The banter between them flowed so naturally, so effortless, that I almost felt like an intruder. They shared looks, something unspoken passing between them that made me feel even more isolated. For an instant, I felt a pang of something unfamiliar. Jealousy, maybe? Not the romantic kind, but the kind that comes from watching two people who clearly care about each other deeply, who have someone to lean on no matter what, when you don't. It was a sharp contrast to my own life. Sure, I had Elise dropping by occasionally to rant, but that wasn't the same. There was no one who'd come looking for me if I didn't answer my phone. No one would notice if I disappeared. Disappeared. The word echoed in my mind and brought with it an unwanted thought for Sam. Would anyone care if I disappeared? I pushed that thought away and forced myself to focus on the present. Clem turned toward me, his tone light again. Anyway, I'm just glad you didn't actually buy anything. The last thing I need is to deal with you setting off the smoke alarm again. Sierra rolled her eyes, leaning against the counter with a grin. You're so dramatic. I've improved, you know. Clem was about to add on to the discussion when he noticed that I was awkwardly standing there. With an apologetic look, he grabbed Sierra's arm to make her move off the counter, an action she didn't seem to understand before her eyes locked in on mine.
Oh, sorry. We've been taking up all of your time and we don't even intend to buy anything. That's so rude of us. Hope you have a good night, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Don't overwork yourself.
She waved me off happily, walking out of the store with Clem following in town. That was interesting. Watching them leave, I felt a strange mix of emotions. It wasn't just envy, it was longing, a quiet wish that I could have someone like that in my life, someone who'd come looking for me, someone who'd come tease me about my cooking disasters, but still showed up when it mattered. I felt lonely. What a pathetic feeling. Maybe I deserved it? Maybe... Jitterbug. Oh my god. I clicked that so fast. I was so busy feeling the sadness absorb me that I hadn't registered that Clem had come back to the shop. Sorry, I was zoning out. How can I help you?
I'm sorry for the scare. I wanted to ask if Sierra wanted anything specifically. Sorry, that sounded weird.
What does she intend to buy? Besides bread, I mean. She only mentioned bread and then asked if there was anything good in the promotional bin. Oh, okay. Do you want to buy something for her? Well, I know she has had a hard time staying at someone else's place, so I wanted to be nice and get the food she could have wanted to prepare. Guess I'll have to find something else. That's funny. What? Actually, she said she mentioned wanting to make something as a surprise for you. It's sweet. You think of each other. Anything going on between you two? Clem raised an eyebrow at my question.
You're just as nosy as everyone else in this town, huh? Well, no. There's nothing romantic going on.
He was not wrong. I shrugged, keeping my tone casual. Just curious. You seem so close, that's all. He chuckled softly and his posture relaxed as he crossed his arms. We are. Sierra's one of the few people who get me. What we share isn't romantic, but it doesn't make it less strong. She's truly an important person to me. That sounds nice. He studied me for an instant, his expression softening. Don't you have someone like that in your life? I forced a smile and tried to keep my voice even, but the question made the air around us feel heavy. Nope, not really. Well, I hope you find someone like that someday. It's never too late. I muttered a thanks, but it came out more quiet than intended. He gave me a nod, straightened up, and glanced at the shelves.
I should probably grab a few things and let you get back to work. We've already distracted you too much.
Right. Let me know if you need anything. He turned around and wandered into one of the aisles. The store fell quiet again, save for the low hum of the refrigerators and the faint shuffle of Clem moving through the aisles. I watched him out of the corner of my eye when he picked up milk, a pack of eggs, and a box of tea. He then approached the counter and put his items down. I rang them up by reflex, barely aware of my movements. That'll be 25 euros. Clem handed over a crisp bill and flashed a smile as I quickly counted out his change.
Thanks. Take care of yourself, alright?
You too. He stepped back. The bell above the door chimed as he left. I stood there, staring at the now empty store as if I had nothing else to do. I leaned against the counter and exhaled. Jealousy churned in my chest, sharp and insistent. Not of Clem or Sierra specifically, but of what they had. It was quite pathetic to feel such envy for basic human connection. I wish someone cared for me like that. I glanced at the clock, still a couple of hours until closing. Maybe I should consider switching back to the day shift. Oh, that was short and cute. Okay, so day 2 is actually a little shorter than I thought it was going to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep the ball rolling and go into day 3. Because I didn't get to make any choices in day 2, but we did get to meet Clem and Sierra. I do like those two characters. I'm not sure if they're going to pop back up at any point, but right now they got your girl feeling lonely. So let's hop into day 3 and see what's to come of it. All right. The sunlight streaming through the curtains was unbearable. It wasn't the gentle morning glow that eased you into the day. It was the harsh, unrelenting midday sun. I groaned, rolled over, and buried my face in the pillow, but there was no escaping it. I checked my phone. 15:02. Great. Another day of starting up later than I wanted. The memories of last night clawed at the edges of my mind like they really got me feeling some type of way. A failed attempt to cheer myself up with bad TV reruns had only made me feel even more isolated. To make it worse, one of the actors looked a bit like the curious stranger I had met that week. The nagging questions about them came back and wouldn't leave my head, no matter how many episodes I forced myself to sit through. It kept creeping back into my mind. Sitting up, I ran a hand through my hair and tried to shake off the drowsiness. I mothered to myself and swung my legs off the bed. I should I should go touch some grass. I should go touch some grass. The thought of dragging myself outside wasn't exactly appealing, but I knew I had to do something to break the cycle of sitting and stewing in my own thoughts. I inhaled deeply. The crispness of the air mingled with the faded scent of earth and pine immediately did more for my mood than anything I had done the day before. I wasn't sure where I was going, but it didn't matter. I shoved my hands into my pockets, my shoulders hunched as I wandered aimlessly. The town, for all its dullness, had a charm that was hard to deny. The worn cobblestones beneath my feet glistened faintly from the morning dew that had yet to dry from the morning sun. It was the kind of place where time had slowed down, where every crack in the road and every crooked tree had its own story. I couldn't help but think about how nice it might have been to capture that calmness somehow, frame it, not just as a photograph, but as a moment to return to for days when the world felt too heavy. That was when I saw it. What I see? In front of me, on the small hill that was covered in wild grass, stood a tall figure. I stopped dead in my tracks. What the hell? My first thought, although unhelpfully, was that I was about to die. I didn't think to run. That was that it was the moment every bad decision I had made in my life had led to, and I would meet my end by that ominous black figure. What figure? The figure shifted slightly. For a second, I thought they might have seen me, but before I could spiral into further panic, something completely unexpected happened. Oh, that got me. A loud crash. The person disappeared from view with a flailing motion, followed by an audible tumble and an unmistakable oof that interrupted the stillness. I blinked. A minute passed, and then another. I couldn't move, rooted in the spot by the sheer absurdity of what just happened. What was I even looking at right now? As far as I could tell, they weren't back on their feet, but the unsettling feeling that had griped me earlier began to change into something else. Concern, maybe? Or at least curiosity. Should I have gone to check if they were okay, or would that just make me the idiot who got lured into a death trap? I moved uneasily, my heart raced, but not in the same way it had when I first saw them. What the hell was I supposed to do? I hesitated and kept my gaze fixed on the hill. My mind filled with possibilities. None of them were comforting. What if they got hurt? I'm not gonna go towards the hill. I'm gonna call out and see if they need help. I stayed rooted to the spot. Hey, are you alright up there? Nothing. Not a word, not a movement. The silence felt louder than any response could have been, and it gnawed at my nerves. I tried again, louder that time. Hello? Can you hear me? Are you okay? There was a pause until I heard a faint sound. It wasn't much, just a few slurred words, but it was enough to make my stomach turn. It didn't sound like someone who was all right. My worry outweighed my hesitation, and I began walking up the hill. Each step was slow and deliberate, my feet slipping occasionally on the damp ground. The grass was taller than I had realized. It was tangling around my legs and brushed against my arms as I climbed. I'm brave because You would have been right there. I would have left you right where you was at. When I finally reached the top, I could see them clearly. They were lying in the tall grass, motionless except for the light rise and fall of their chests. I crouched down slightly. Hey, are you okay?
I'm okay.
I should have known it was. Duh, right? Duh. I crouched down further, tilting my head to get a better look at the figure. Wait a second. It's you! No response. They were laying there so still, almost like they were pretending I didn't exist. Don't tell me you're staying down there just to avoid me. Still nothing. The silence stretched, and I couldn't help but laugh. What the heck did I do to make you fear me that much? Okay, the eyes don't look as dark today. Nothing. You just always show up when I'm making a fool of myself. I promise I don't do it on purpose. Do you need a hand? They rolled onto their side and groaned faintly as they pushed themselves up. No need. My ego's already bruised enough. They winced as they got on their knees, one hand pressing against their back.
Though my ego might not be the only thing that got bruised.
Oh, Lord. I watched as they brushed off mud, a futile effort given the state of their clothes. Okay, but seriously, what were you even doing here? This isn't exactly a hot spot for, well, anything. Their heads snapped up, and I caught a brief flicker of embarrassment in their eyes before they glanced away.
I was following a cat.
Okay. I blinked. A cat? They nodded slowly. Their shoulders began to hunch, as though trying to disappear into themselves. It looked friendly, and I thought I could, pet it. There was a pause while I let the words sink in, and then, before I could stop myself, I burst out laughing. You followed a cat up a slippery hill to pet it? In this weather? And then I fell. Guess I'm aware of what happened. I'm the one who kissed the ground. Glad I could make your day a little better, though. I wiped at the corner of my eye with a big grin on my lips. Oh, absolutely, that's the funniest thing I've seen all week, so thank you for that. They chuckled softly, the sound more gentle than anything I'd heard from them before. Well, thanks for checking on me anyway. You didn't have to. I did it for my own amusement, to be honest. Of course you did. Hey, someone had to make sure you weren't about to roll off into the woods. Such kindness, thank you, my hero. Their eyes wandered to the path leading back to town, but something about the way their shoulders shifted made my stomach drop. They looked as though they might vanish again, retreating into the shadows before I could get any closer. Before I could think, I had opened my mouth. Wait. They became stiff and turned back toward me with their head on tilt. It kind of reminded me of an owl. What? What's your name? What's your name? The question stayed in the air between us, and for a second I thought they might ignore it altogether. Instead, they blinked and their posture stiffened as my words had caught them off guard. What? Why do you want to know? Well, this is the third time we've run into each other. You can't blame me for being a little curious, can you? Their shoulders rose, a defensive gesture that seemed to be more out of habit than anything against me.
There's really nothing to be curious about.
That very strange, coming from someone who doesn't want to share their name. They looked away again, like they were searching for an escape. There was a pause that dragged on long enough for me to wonder if I had overstepped. Come on, that's not fair. You know my name, so I think it's only fair that I know yours as well. Fair? Finally, their gaze returned to me, their expression softened just enough to make them look less like a distant figure. I'm not sure you'd really want to know it. Their words caught me off guard, and for a second I could only blink, unsure whether they were sincere or simply evasive. Why wouldn't I?
I just didn't think you cared, that's all.
I feel like that's not what she told me, though. I feel like they told me, that I didn't need to know or something like that. Seriously? You're like one of the rare things that I actually care about these days. It's like a mystery novel. Who is the stranger from the soup aisle?
You've been thinking about me?
How many aura points did I just lose? Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, I keep wondering about your name while I'm not even sure that you even remembered mine. Your name is Bug. I froze when I heard them call me. It wasn't just how they said it, it was the way they said it. Softly and deliberately. After a brief minute, their eyes met mine again. I never intended to be mysterious, you know? Well, if that's the case, you failed spectacularly. Their eyes dropped down to the ground briefly before looking back up. That time, though, they seemed almost sheepish. I didn't really mean to be, such a mystery. They repeated it, but that time there was more hesitation in their voice, as though they were unsure how much they should explain. I crossed my arms and leaned back on one foot. Honestly, I don't know if I believe you. You've got this whole aura about you, mysterious and distant. It's kind of your thing now. I'm sorry. Their words hit me like a brick. Wait, what? Why are you apologizing? I didn't mean to trouble you. Trouble me? Oh, no. There is no trouble, just excitement. You've given me a mystery to dream about, something to distract me from the usual dullness of life. Exciting trouble, huh? Oh, absolutely.
So you want to know about me because I'm bringing some mystery into your life?
I mean, is that like the worst thing? Exactly, like, is it bad if I say kind of?
No, I think it's fun. I thought you were after me for another reason. I'm sorry.
What reason? Not saying. That's part of the mystery. I noticed a shift in their behavior almost immediately. There was something about the way they seemed to relax. The teasing in their voice, while subtle, was enough to let me know they weren't as guarded anymore. It made me wonder if I was finally catching a glimpse of who they were. It was a strange feeling, but one I wasn't about to overthink right then. I chose to focus on the moment, on the chance to actually talk with them. You're playing the mystery card right now that I gave to you? No, I see. Okay. Is there any way I could get some info about you? Like something. I just know that you live in that house down the street from the store. There was a moment of silence before the stranger glanced at me with a hint of a smile. Why for? I think you owe me at least a crumb of information since, unlike me, you know my name. They laughed, and for a moment I thought they might say something dismissive. Instead, they sighed as if they were resigning themselves from the idea. All right. Maybe I do owe you this, since I have been taking so much of your headspace lately. How about we walk together for a bit? See where that leads. I was not expecting that. Oh. They want to take a walk with me? Okay. Maybe we'll get somewhere. Walk together? Yeah, why not? I mean, it's not like you're going to stop asking questions. Plus, you seem to be on a walk. Oh, so you saw me coming before your epic fail? It's the middle of the afternoon, so I just assumed you're on a walk. What else would you be doing? I could have been doing tons of different things. Like petting a cat on a muddy hill. I'm just being so shady right now. Now that's funny. I was thinking of doing that too. What a coincidence. Anyway, back on the walk talk.
Yeah, about that. As you can see, I'm covered in mud, and shocking news, that's not a comfortable situation.
If you're going back into town, would you like to walk me home?
Obviously, I'm not inviting you to my place. Me being a mystery and all.
Your place is in front of the store, right? They froze, seemingly taken aback by the question. Oh, so you've already been keeping tabs on me? I shrugged nonchalantly, trying to play it cool. It wasn't exactly hard. Small town, remember? People talk. And I can literally see you walking home from the store. Dang, it's not like it's a huge secret, but I feel like I'm losing my mysterious aura here. If you keep joking about being mysterious, you won't be that mysterious anymore. Yeah, I'll stop. Wouldn't want you to lose interest in me that fast. Won't happen until I get a name. I'll keep that in mind. They glanced around, hesitating for a second before setting off down the slope. their steps cautious not to fall again. I followed behind, noticing the plastic bag in their hand. It was swinging as they moved. Had it been there the whole time? Somehow I had missed it. Whatever was inside remained hidden, and I couldn't help but feel a twinge of curiosity. Still, I kept quiet. We descended the hill together, the uneven terrain proving itself trickier than I had expected. At one point, they paused to look over their shoulder.
Are you alright?
It's slippery. Right after I said that, they offered me their hand to hold on to, making it easier for me to get down past the last part of the muddy hill. Thanks. Once we were back on the road, we started to walk back to town. Despite having walked for a few minutes, we didn't exchange a word. Maybe it was my nervousness, but on top of searching for ways to casually start a conversation with someone I didn't know anything about, I had to keep pace with their fast walking. Since you're new around here, I'm curious about how you can navigate without a GPS to go back into town. Do you come here often?
Not really. I just have good visual memory.
You're really not making it easy to talk to you tall and mysterious stranger. It's probably going to rain soon. That was random. I glanced up, squinting at the sky. It was still bright despite the cold air. And what makes you say that? They tilted their head as though confused by it. I can smell it. Okay. I blinked, caught off guard by the answer. That's odd. That's odd. You can smell rain coming? They shrugged and had a soft smile tugging at their lips. You'd be surprised what you can notice if you pay attention. But what can you notice when there's nothing? I don't know. I made that up. Why lie like that? For fun.
I like the rain, though. That's why I brought it up.
I personally don't like it. The rain? Yeah, don't like it. Fair enough. Everyone's got their thing. I guess not liking rain isn't that odd. And what's your thing besides liking rain?
I like cats.
I could have guessed that. And
Cats are important to me. There is no and.
got it. Cats and rain. Rain and cats. The silence returned as we continued walking. The walk back to town has been quiet, but wasn't the awkward kind of silence. It was the comfortable kind. After some time, I noticed the way the stranger's steps matched mine. The idea of them slowing down for me felt nice. Before long, the scenery had begun to feel familiar. The narrow dirt paths have given way to paved streets. The first houses of the town came into view. My chest felt lighter when I recognized the street near the shop. Mission accomplished. We've arrived. We are, and see, I can watch your door from the shop. I pointed to the window shop from where I could see Marie chatting with some customers. Oh, you weren't exaggerating. You can really keep an eye on me from there. Anyway, it's been fun hanging out. You call this us hanging out? They laughed softly.
Maybe not. But how about next time we do something that is a real hangout?
I froze, my heart skipping a beat. Had I heard that right? Are you serious? They tilted their heads slightly, like they didn't understand why I'd even ask. Yeah, why not? They seemed relaxed, but there was something more in the way they were looking at me that was too hard to read. Before I could even start my sentence, they waved their hand, cutting me off. No pressure, by the way. You're funny, Jadybug, and honestly, I would like to hang out with you again. A lot of people say that. But I completely understand if you lost interest in talking with me now that I've lost my mysterious aura. You still are a stranger to me.
You can call me Layla.
We finally got a name! That's what I'm talking about! Is that your real name?
Might be.
Okay. Might not.
Only one way to find out would be if you swing by my place tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, we gonna figure this out. Are you asking me out? Might be.
Would you like it if I was asking you out?
Okay, as a date, yes. For a hangout, yes. Ah! I say we spark things up because I was feeling a little lonely. But then also Layla just seems like they have like so much going on with them. But who cares? Come on, let's yep, as a date. Yep. That would be nice. And you'll tell me if Layla is your name then?
Only if you pass by.
Sure. I'll be there in the afternoon.
See you tomorrow, love.
Oh. See ya. With that, they were gone, disappearing inside and leaving me standing there, the scent of rain still clinging to the air. I took a minute to process what had just happened, my gaze lingering on their door before I finally began walking towards my own place. My thoughts were a mess, caught between the memory of their hands steadying me on the hill and the casual way they had just invited me to spend more time with them. Whatever that was, it was definitely not what I expected when I thought about the menacing stranger I met the week before. But honestly, I didn't know what I expected. Was it loneliness that made me weak to the first special person who entered my life? You calling me out? What's You're calling me out? Special was a big word, but I don't know how else I could have described the stranger. They were strange, but it was probably more strange for me to get so interested in them. Layla. I'm not even sure they gave me their real name. Woo! And there we have it, okay? There we have it. We have day 2 and day 3 of Applebad. We've met Clem. We met Sierra. We've gotten the stranger's name, okay? We got Layla, and we might be going on a little date tomorrow. So, that always gets me. That always gets me on the title menu. But you guys already know what you need to do, okay? If you're liking the video, you're liking the vibe, go ahead, like and subscribe. And yeah, as always, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, settling in, listening to a story, maybe not judging my choices. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!